Hello class 8. Today we are going to see chapter 9, perfect and perfect continuous tenses. Okay. Please open page 73. It's a very short chapter. Here a quick pick what we are going to see in this chapter is we are going to see present perfect tense, past perfect tense and future perfect tense. Also, we are going to see present perfect continuous tense, past perfect continuous tense, and future perfect continuous tense. Let's see more about it in detail. We know that perfect tenses show that an action has already been completed. The word perfect implies completed. The word itself, okay, perfect implies completed. Now let us revise about the perfect tenses, okay, the different perfect tenses. First we are going to see present perfect tense. Both the simple past tense and the present perfect tense express an action completed in the past. The simple past tenses expresses an action completed in the past but not linked to the present. The present perfect tense, however, denotes an action that is completed but connected to the present. So that is the minute difference that you need to keep in mind. Both are the same, the simple past tense and the present perfect tense. Just keep in mind that the simple past expresses an action completed in the past and it is not linked or connected to the present. Whereas the present perfect tense denotes an action that is completed but it is connected to the present situation, to the present, okay. The present perfect tense is used to indicate an action that has been completed just now or a little while ago. For example, she has just left to her office for her office. I have just called for a cab. The present perfect tense is also used to express an action whose time is not given and is not definite. Okay, you're not sure which exactly time the action has been completed. He has lived in Bangkok. So here, if you see in the sentence, here the action time is not given. It is not definite. Okay. The present perfect tense is used to describe a past event, okay, which has its effect in the present. For example, I have lost the keys of the house, so I cannot open the door. To talk about a continuing state, sorry, for not action. So when you talk about the continuing state, okay, but not the action, okay, that you have done, but the continuing state. For example, Girish has been ill since Monday. Minnie has broken her leg. We have known the Guptas for 20 years. So these are the state, okay, the continuing state, that we still know each other. It's not an action, but it is a state the relationship is or the situation is, okay. So that is when we use the present perfect tense. Now past perfect tense, the past perfect tense is used to indicate an action that took place before another action. Before another action took place, just before that, it is to indicate that the past perfect tense, okay. Past perfect tense is used to indicate an action that took place before another action occurred. Okay, for example, when I reached the bus stop, the bus had left. The tenses of the verbs in this sentence shows which action happened first. So which happened first? Here the bus had left already and then you reached the bus stop. The past perfect had left is used for the earlier action. So had left, you have to understand it's the earlier action. And the simple past, reached, for the later action. Okay, when I reached the bus stop, that is the later action. The past perfect tense is also used to indicate a past hope or desire that has remained unfulfilled. Okay, we use verbs like hope, expect, think in such cases. For example, I had expected to win the tournament. So that is an action, okay, where your desire or hope is unfulfilled. Okay, so here you are saying that I had expected to win, but eventually, what do you understand? They lost. So that is when we use past perfect tense. Future perfect tense is used to refer to the completion of an action by a certain time in the future. The tense is normally used with expression like by that time I might have completed my education. By then, by next week, for example, these are the words that we use when when you want to indicate future perfect tense. Some of the example is I will have completed the assignment by next week. The coach will have arrived by 11 a.m. So these are some of the words that we use for future perfect tense. Now page 76, learn. Look at these sentences. I have been waiting for my mother since 3 p.m. The children had been making a lot of noise for quite some time when the teacher entered. In each of the sentence, we use the perfect, okay, as well as the continuous form to the verb. Okay, so we are here in this sentence, we are using perfect tense, that means action that is completed, as well as the continuous form, both. So such usage is known as perfect continuous tense. It is completed, yet it is continuous in form. So that is what perfect continuous tense is. Look at this table which shows the form of the verb in this tense. Present perfect continuous. How does it look like? When you are speaking as a first person, I have been playing for an hour. As a second person, you have been playing for an hour. Third person, he has been playing for an hour. So that is the difference between first, second person and third person when you are talking about the present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous and future perfect continuous. So here are some examples. Page 76, there is a column there. Please go through that. Okay. Then let's move to page 77 where we are going to see present perfect continuous tense. It is a tense where it is used to express an action that began at some time in the past and has been in progress till the time of speaking. For example, Kate has been working since 6 in the morning. Kate started working, that means at 6 in the morning, and is still working. Okay, here we are not talking about the work that is completed, but here we are talking about a girl, Kate, who has been working since this morning, 6 o'clock. So she started working at 6 in the morning and is still working. So that's what it means. Present perfect continuous tense is also used to express an action that has just finished or that finished only a short time ago. So Neha has been watching television. So now she has stopped watching. To express repeated action, for example, I have been getting this journal every week for a year. Okay, so when you want to express repeated action that you do, that is what present perfect continuous tense is. There is something very little difference between the meaning of the present perfect and the meaning of the present perfect continuous tense. Like I have been working at this site for 3 years. I have worked here for 3 years. I have worked here, that means the action is completed now. So that is what present perfect tense is. And present perfect continuous tense means since like you have been working and then you are still working. So I have been working at this site for 3 years. Okay, so that is the difference. Past perfect continuous tense is used to express an action that began before a particular moment in the past and was still taking place or had just finished at the moment when another action took place. For example, when I visited Gwalior, he had been teaching there for a year. To talk about repeated action in the past, for example, she had been trying to fix this all day. Now, future perfect continuous tense is used to express an action which will begin before a definite moment in the future, will continue up to the moment and will be in progress even at that moment. By the end of the year, I shall have been living in Delhi for 7 years. Then, that is all for your chapter explanation of chapter 9, that is perfect and perfect continuous tenses. A little bit more description is that you need to know that perfect tense, whether it be past, present or future, perfect tense, the word perfect itself means completed, the work, any action that is completed, whereas perfect continuous tense, that is present, past or future, perfect continuous tense means an action that has already started and still continuing, okay, till now. So that is what the difference is. So here that we saw that, and we have seen when do we indicate what, and related to that we have examples, exercises, ample of exercises, starting from A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So yes, exercises will be given tomorrow. Please work on this, and please read yourself and try to understand. If any doubt, let me know. Thank you and have a nice day.